Hello and good day to all of you. Welcome to our YouTube channel of Hasmukh Goswami College of Engineering. I am Parth Wadhwa from IT department going to explain you about the linear data structure that we are continuing with the next part of this queue. In the previous part we have done this NQ part, so now we are continuing with this DQ part. DQ means what? How to delete the particular part from the queue. So that is a DQ, that we call it that process as a DQ. Here that will delete and return an element from front end of the queue, right? From front end of the queue. So we have to delete the particular part from the front end, not from the rear end. So here the queue is presented, that is given by a vector q. As it is a queue, so it is denoted by q, that is containing n elements, that is decided by the user how many elements the particular user wants in a queue, and f is a pointer to the front element of a queue, and r is a pointer to the rear element of a queue. Now first condition, here it is given that we have to check whether it is underflow or not. So underflow, for underflow what we have to check? Underflow का meaning क्या होगा? उसमें कोई भी element available होगा ही नहीं, तो फिर वो delete क्या करेगा? So that is the thing. So for that we have to check whether f is equal to 0 or not. If it is 0, that means the particular element is not present there for deletion. Then we have to write q underflow, then return 0, right? And then delete element. Then we have to go to the second step. If it is not satisfied, then we have to return 0, means that is exit part. Now it is not exiting, then it will go towards the second, that is deletion of the element. Then it will go towards the front pointer of the queue, and that element will be given first of all assigned to y variable. After that, here we can say, so here we are able to see this particular part. So that is what is the queue empty or not. Now we have to check that. So for that what we have to check, whether f is equal to r or not. So f is equal to r, then it means then f will be assigned by r, will be assigned by 0. If it is not, then f should be incremented, then f should be f plus 1, right? Then the second part will be given for further deletion if required. So now at last, what part is deleted, that will be returned in this DQ. So here, first case, here it is given that f is equal to 0 and r is equal to 0. That means none of the elements are there in this, so that is q underflow. Now second case, f is equal to 3 and r is equal to 3. Here the total spaces are 5, right? So one by one the elements are entered, and the rear part is 50 now. Now the deletion part is done, and the final f is equal to 3 and r is equal to 3. Then what will happen? That particular part will be deleted, and finally the f will be equal to 0 and r will be equal to 0, as all elements are deleted from this queue. So after deletion of this element, the particular value of f and r will be 0. And after that, case 3, then here it is given that, so here f is equal to 1 and r is equal to 3, means what? Here the front end is given, and again the element are entered, that is -8 and 50 one by one. So last value is 50 now, that is entered. The new value will be entered here, then next will be entered here. So here when I want to delete, so what will happen? So this when I will use DQ, this f5 part will be deleted and will be returned as a deleted element, and f value is here 1, so it will be given as an increment part, that is f is equal to 2 here. So here f will now point towards -8 here as it is given. So f will be 2 and r is equal to 3 here, and in the next case according to this DQ part. So now here the example is given for the insertion and deletion, that is NQ and DQ. So here first of all, so particular operations are given here. What we have to do here? Here we have to perform the following operations with size 4. The size 4 is given here, we can see here, and we have to draw the queue after each operation. First of all we have to insert A, that is an element, then insert B, then insert C. Then after, what we have to do, we have to delete A, as it is first, that it will be deleted, so that cannot be deleted first, right? So here, then next B, then next D, then next E, insert, so delete A, delete B, insert D, insert E. So here what will be done for that we will see here. So first case is what we have to take the empty queue, right? So that is F and R is given here with space 4. So first of all it is initialized by 0. Then after, what will happen, we have to insert A, that will be inserted here, right? So here R value and F value will be 1, right? So now B part, that will be given next, so R value will be incremented, that is equal to 2 here. Then insert C, then again R value is incremented, that is equal to 3 here. Then after, insert A, first of all here it is given, right? So here one by one it is given here. So first of all here, so we have incremented this value of R, F and R, that is equal to 1 now, that is insert A. Now insert B, so that will remain the value of F as it is, right? And the rare part will be incremented, that is equal to 2, where the new value is inserted. Then after the C value is inserted, the rare part will be again incremented, that is equal to 3, F is equal to 1, remains same. Now if we want to delete A, then we can delete as it is first here entered. So we can, जो first सबसे पहले आया वही सबसे पहले बाहर जाएगा. So that is the rule for this queue. So here A is given as first, ठीक है ना? So that is come first, so it can be deleted. So here it will be deleted and F will be incremented, then it will go towards B for the next deletion part. Then after B part is given for the deletion. So here F part is again incremented, then it will go towards C, and this will be given as an deleted part of this queue, right? Now R is equal to 3 and F is equal to 3, both are remain same. Now again we have to insert D. So insert D यहाँ पे किया हुआ है, तो R की वैल्यू तो यहाँ पे C पे थी, तो यहाँ पे पीछे वाले में इंसर्ट नहीं करेगा, वो आगे नेक्स्ट वाले में इंसर्ट करेगा. That is equal to D here, that is given, right? So F is equal to this, as F is pointed towards C and R is pointing towards D, right? So now here next is what, here we are seeing, now we have to insert E here. So here R is equal to 4, right, and F is equal to 3. So here R is equal to 4, that is greater than equal to N is equal to 4, तो size of the Q is now greater. So इसके बाद तो कोई वैल्यू है नहीं जहाँ पे हम लोग कुछ इंसर्ट कर सके. अगर कुछ नया भी इंसर्ट करना है तो ये ब्लैंक स्पेस में हम लोग नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि इसको अगर ब्लैंक स्पेस में इंसर्ट करना होगा तो उससे पहले इन दोनों को डिलीट करना होगा कैसे भी, उसके बाद ही हम लोग 0 0 से स्टार्ट करके 1 1 से स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. तो तब तक अगर कोई वैल्यू लास्ट में अगर फिलअप की हुई है, सो इट विल शो द क्यू इज ओवरफ्लो. So but case is there, so this leads to the memory wastage, we can say. So for that memory wastage, what we can do, we can delete one by one both of these, and after that we will get this first value again to be filled up, then we can again and again insert the new value in it. So this is how we can insert and delete in this queue. So this particular part. Now circular queue is given here. Now तो सर्कुलर क्यू में क्या होता है, सर्कुलर में सर्कुलर पार्ट दिया होगा, इसमें सर्कुलरली मतलब रोटेशनली वी कैन एंटर 1 by 1. जैसे इसमें मेमोरी वेस्टेज का जो प्रॉब्लम जैसे पहले में हो रहा था वो चीज़ इसमें सॉल्व हो रही है. सो हाउ दिस इज द मोस्ट सुटेबल फॉर रिप्रेजेंटिंग द क्यू विच रिप्रेजेंट्स एन एक्सेसिव यूज ऑफ द मेमोरी to arrange the elements in a circular fashion following this is called circular queue. So in the circular queue the last node is connected back to the first node to make a circle. ठीक है ना, तो इसमें क्या होगा, लास्ट नोड अगर फिलअप हो जाता है तो वो फर्स्ट नोड में वैल्यू अगर ब्लैंक है तो वो उसमें फिल कर सकता है. सो हियर, सो देयर इज अ वे टू फिल अप द नेक्स्ट पार्ट. सो हियर दिस इज ऑल्सो द पार्ट ऑफ द लीनियर डेटा स्ट्रक्चर. इट फॉलोज अ FIFO. तो फर्स्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट, तो पहले ही सबसे आया वो पहले ही सबसे बाहर जाएगा. सो इट इज़ कॉल्ड अ रिंग बफर. सो हियर इट इज़ गिवन द Q1 Q2 अप टू Qn. हियर इट इज़ गिवन, so that will go up to again Q1. अब इसके अंदर सबसे पहले, so here इसमें क्या दिया हुआ है हम लोग देख सकते हैं. So here it is given that 0 part is given, that is 10, right? So here next part is 1, that is 20. So 0 से start हो रहा है, that is the first value that is given 10, then 20, then 30, then 40, then 50. This is a rare part. अब नेक्स्ट वैल्यू जो एंटर होगी वो 50, इसके बाद 5 में 6 में 7 में जाएगी. उसके बाद भी अगर वैल्यू अगर कंडीशन आपको चेक करनी है तो आपको यहाँ पे भी चेक करना होगा और यहाँ पे भी चेक करना होगा. अगर दोनों में स्पेस नहीं है देन यू कैन शो दैट इट इज़ ओवरफ्लो. अगर यहाँ पे स्पेस है अवेलेबल 0 पे तो वो 7 के बाद 0 पे स्पेस में वैल्यू को इंसर्ट कर सकता है इन सर्कुलर क्यू. अगर दोनों में स्पेस नहीं है तो देन इट विल शो दैट इट इज़ overflow. Now for that we are using this CQ insert. That is a process that we called for the insertion in circular queue. So that will insert Y at the rear end now of the circular queue. Now the queue is represented by Q and containing n elements that is mentioned by the user. Now F is a pointer and R is a pointer to the rear, F to the front. Now first of all we have to reset the rear pointer, right? So if R is equal to n, then R should be replaced by 1, else R should be incremented by R plus 1. So here, so R will be represented by 1, assigned with 1, and if F is equal to R, now then it will show that it is overflow, right? And then after insertion, here it is given that QR is given by Y, so that is insertion. ठीक है ना, तो R की जो इंक्रीमेंट वैल्यू हुई तो उसके अंदर वैल्यू इंसर्ट करेगा. इज फ्रंट पॉइंटर properly set or not, that we have to check. So for that we will check F is equal to 0 or not. If it is 0, then F will be assigned by 1 and then it will return that value. So here it is given the 1 by 1 the value is given, then 8 is given here, that will be deleted first, then 15 is given. So for insertion it will use this value F, right? So here it will go towards R here. ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट वैल्यू R यहाँ पे चली जाएगी. ठीक है ना, तो इसमें भी 8,15 दिया हुआ है. अब इसके बाद वाली R वैल्यू तो यहाँ पे आएगी, इस बार नेक्स्ट वैल्यू यहाँ पे, उसके बाद डिलीट करोगे तो यहाँ पे आएगी. So here F is equal, now here all are completely full. So here so F और R को चेक करेंगे कि स्पेस अवेलेबल है या नहीं है, अदरवाइज इट विल शो ओवरफ्लो पार्ट. Now this particular part will delete and return and function element from the front end of the circular queue. So one by one delete करने के लिए हम लोग F part use करते हैं जो front end में होता है, front element of the queue, and R part use कर सकते हैं जो rear element of the queue होता है. So here for that first of all we have to check whether it is underflow or not. और अंडरफ्लो के लिए कंडीशन है F इज इक्वल टू 0. अगर 0 होगा तो देन इट इज़ अंडरफ्लो, मतलब कोई भी वैल्यू उसके अंदर नहीं है. डिलीट करेगा, सो वॉट एवर द एलिमेंट इज देयर एट द फ्रंट एंड इट विल बी गिवन टू Y. देन आफ्टर द क्यू इट इज़ एम्प्टी और नॉट, तो F इज इक्वल टू R, देन F एंड R विल बी 0. तो एम्प्टी हो जाएगा अगर डिलीट करने के बाद. सो F और R की वैल्यू को 0 से असाइन करके रिटर्न Y करेंगे. अगर इंक्रीमेंट करना होगा देन इट विल बी, अगर ये नहीं होगा तो इट विल डू द इंक्रीमेंट पार्ट. ठीक है ना, तो इट विल डू द इंक्रीमेंट. इफ F इज इक्वल टू N देन इट विल गो टूवर्ड्स 1 and else it will go towards F is incremented by F plus 1 for the next deletion, then it will return Y. Then after next part, how we will insert and delete queue, here it is given. First of all, so here the first operation, here we can see the insert A part. First of all we have to initialize the empty queue having 4 spaces, right? The size is 4. So F and R will be represented by 0. So now first operation we have to do insert A. So A will be inserted, तो F और R की वैल्यू 1 हो जाएगी. Then insert B, तो F as it is रहेगा, R की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी, B हो जाएगी. यहाँ पे नेक्स्ट में दिया हुआ है नीचे, यहाँ पे हम लोग देख सकते हैं R की वैल्यू इंक्रीमेंट हो गई, that is 2 and B is inserted here, right? After that we have to insert C here now. तो यहाँ पे R की वैल्यू अगेन इंक्रीमेंट हो गई 3 हो गई और C यहाँ पे इंसर्ट हो गया. उसके बाद डिलीट A कर रहा है, जो सबसे पहले इंसर्ट हुआ वो सबसे पहले बाहर जाएगा, वो तो हम लोग कर ही सकते हैं. So here what it will do, here it will delete the A and front part will be incremented, then it will go towards 2. Then here it will delete B. So here it will delete B. So here it will delete B here. Now it will R is equal to 3 and F is equal to 3. So here it will go towards C, that is F and R will be given here. Then after delete B delete हो गया, F का इंक्रीमेंट हो गया. अब इंसर्ट D कर रहे हैं तो अब रेयर पार्ट में इंक्रीमेंट होगा तो D वहाँ पे नेक्स्ट में इंसर्ट हो जाएगा. E को इंसर्ट करना है तो सर्कुलर फैशन है, तो इसमें D के बाद डायरेक्टली वो फर्स्ट पोजीशन चेक करेगा वेदर इट इज़ एम्प्टी और नॉट, उसमें इंसर्ट कर सकता है R इज इक्वल टू 1 में, राइट. सो नाउ सो दिस इज हाउ द सर्कुलर Q is done for the insertion and deletion is done in this circular Q. Now DQ is given here, that we will continue in the next lecture of this Q, right? So we will start with this DQ, that is a double-ended Q. So we can double-ended Q का shortly बता देता हूँ, that it is what it is. Here the insertion and deletion can be done from any end of this part, ठीक है ना, from the front end or rear end. So that is the DQ part, so that I will explain in the next. So that is solving many other problems that we have that the particular given as a limitation in the simple Q, we can say. So thank you and for watching our lecture of this data structure. Don't forget to like it, subscribe it and share it with all other persons that you know, and we will see in the next lecture for this DQ.